Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, the first Super Bowl of the new decade. Super Bowl 54 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1.
At their own 23-yard line.
Down. 15 line. 15 line. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Clear.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
49, check 49, check 49. Look at me, zipper. 52. 6-6, pull it high. Now.
Throwing Jones. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When the spotlight is at its brightest, and let's face it, it's the Super Bowl, those types of plays come out, don't they?
Absolutely. A big-time catch on the biggest of stages.
Do you think that that one's going to live on? We're going to see this for a long time.
Definitely going to live on forever with him, that's for sure.
No doubt.
61, matchbox light.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47.
X3, 218, chop. Roll out.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You ain't got nothing. Check. Quickstone, Travis. Look, squeeze.
And they get this to Austin. It's a jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Defense wins championships, baby. Switch it. Come on, show team, spell. Hey, Delta. Go. Check. Motion out the backfield. Motion out the backfield. Fire.
Now Jones. This is caught inside the 15. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Draw play, Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Check 3. 80 weapon. Rock it.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Refusing to go down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. Maher able to put this one through. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
After the made field goal, Maher back out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. For a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 75 yards, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Well, when A.J. Green is on the field, you never know what you're going to get, but it's usually exciting, and that was certainly exciting.
He's an elite route runner, has big-time speed, tremendous body control, and I love the way he reacts to the ball in the air. He locates the ball a lot faster than the defensive backs. It makes plays on them, and they often turn out really, really good for the Cincinnati Bengals.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
The 29-yard line.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Check, 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 check. Wide, General West. Bravo. 50, Mike, 50. Check tight, check tight. Check tight. Yeah. Hit it.
Second and 6. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Down. 50, plant. Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming. Hey, box truck. 50, Mike 50. 65.
Throwing on first down. Jones letting one fly deep for Cook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Throwing, Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are backed up as far as you can go as they'll start this drive on their own 1-yard line.
And whenever I see the Cowboys backed up on their own 1-yard line, I think of one thing. Tony Dorsett at the old Metrodome playing against the Vikings when he got away with a 99-yard touchdown run and did it with only 10 guys on the field on offense for the Cowboys. So in this situation, I highly suggest they bring the 11th guy out to aid their cause.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 96 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and John into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Topper! Ready? Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Check.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Go! Ready?
Jones now. Operating from the gun. Looking deep in the direction of Cook. And got his man complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
That's good for the Cowboys. First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Hey, team six.
Back to throw. Jones. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Geno Atkins. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Check 31.
Looking to throw. Jones. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's third down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 50. Hey, 2. Bet 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. After the sack here, second and 11. Dalton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So the sack, and now it's third and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Let's go.
At their own 13-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And let's get him home. Kill. 61, matchbox lights. 50's the mic. And down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
And Dalton to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. 12 yards there and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Dalton here from the gun. Open man is Uzama. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Touchdown, defense.
From midfield here, Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And some space here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 39 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check four.
10th carry now for Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Ready. 30 base. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Alpha. Five.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Jones going to take a shot for Gallup. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
It's your first drive of the 2nd half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Yep. Mike 50. X3. 218. Chop. Watch out. Slap. Hard.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting 2nd half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
44. Here we go. Hey, Wood.
So Dalton now. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Hey. Bang.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as they have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
So now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. They finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Elliott. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go now. 18 Gators.
Keep it up, guys. Check 50. Check 50.
Pilot, 64. Weak. Look at me. Door.
Check. Crunch. He's checking.
80 weapons. Hey, lock it.
Tighten up.
Get it.
They go to Elliott again. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Set up. 50. Plant.
Hey, defense.
2 jet bombers. 2 jet bombers.
Mike's 50.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Big series.
Hit it.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown. Cowboys. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Stay with your man. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Throwing again. Dalton. Got a man open. It's Ross. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. John Ross, 71 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Charlie. Max 50, Max 50. Here we go, here we go. Hey. Max 50, Max 50. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. 50.
2nd and 4. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 69 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Chopper!
Back to Mixon on first down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Move. There you go. 368. We're good. We're good. Heavy. Hands up.
From the 44, Dalton. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Set. 60 or. You draw Corker.
A first down carry by Elliott. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, box drop. 50.
Again, it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
3 down.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Jones on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
On the ready.
57 to Mike. Bound to lose one.
5.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop them here on 3rd down. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning a Super Bowl.
And they get to do just that. And the Dallas Cowboys will hoist the Lombardi Trophy. They are the kings of the NFL. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. What a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gaudin signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.